The views and opinions expressed in this content are that of a continuously evolving nature and are subject to change as humanity evolves into higher states of awareness.
Hello everyone, just me and little Poppy here, which is my partner's dog. She's beautiful, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about how when we expand our consciousness we kind of feel like we're the only ones in the world who understand what we understand and see what we see and feel what we feel. But I'm going to tell you guys that I'm kind of a professional people watcher. Okay, I've been doing it for a long time now, and I learn a lot by going out, watching other people. So does Poppy, don't you? Yeah. And when I watch other people, I kind of go into their soul, because I'm an empath and I can feel what it's like to be them a lot of the time. And a lot of the time I go into their soul and I kind of experience what it's like to be them. And I'm telling you now 100% that whatever you're going through, there's many other people going through the same thing in their head as you. Now, the reason I know this is because I'm a very lonely person. Okay, I've been lonely quite a long time. I had a single parent, I lost my parent, I had no family, I've got no brothers or sisters. When I don't have a partner, I feel very alone. And the only thing left for me to do when I'm in that state is to go out and sit in coffee shops, go anywhere I can so I'm around people, because as a human being we feel very kind of isolated, alone. I don't think we're supposed to be alone. We're not designed to be fully alone all the time. Most of the time, like, we need some kind of connection in our lives. We need somebody to love. We need somebody to love us. We need that connection, that love and connection. And I used to say to myself all the time, I used to think, well, I don't have family, so if I don't have someone who loves us or to love, then I'm very alone and I don't feel right, which is probably true. And yes, not many people in the world have no family. But take it from me, guys, if you are lonely and you have no family, you're going to learn all the lessons needed to be that type of person who will attract somebody who will respect you and love you, because you only have yourself to deal with. And when you only have yourself to deal with, that harshness, that loneliness really goes deep into your soul, and it makes you search for love. Okay, and what you'll find is love to a degree where you'll then emit like a frequency, and when you emit this frequency, that love that you are and that you would like is going to come to you in one way or another. Okay, sometimes we don't even have to try, but if we do try, it'll probably come faster. If we don't try, it'll come eventually. And remember that you're never fully alone. Okay, there's always somebody else who feels alone, even if they're not alone. And yes, it might not be the same thing. If you've got no family, that is different. Okay, people who've got family will not understand that, but people with family also feel quite alone too, because they don't resonate with a family, especially if you're on a consciousness expanding journey and you're trying to evolve your spiritual evolution like us. You can feel very alone because you feel like a bit of an alien. And I go on downers sometimes where I go out and I see everybody doing the thing, and sometimes it's very hard to see that because they're not seeing things from a bigger paradigm like people like us do. And sometimes you feel like you're around a bunch of stupid people doing stupid things, but you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, okay? Because everybody's got a side to them behind closed doors where they do struggle in life, okay? And everything people do, like every action, for a lot of people, 99% of people, is so that they don't become alone. Everything they do, everything they post on social media, all these posts where they're like, look what I'm eating, look where I am today, look at this beautiful beach. Sometimes you roll your eyes at things like this, but the reason they're doing this is so that they don't feel so alone, because they're scared for people to leave them and forget about them. So they have to keep updating all the time what I'm doing. And everything most people do is so that they don't become alone, because that's everybody's biggest fear, becoming alone. But the good news is, if you are alone, you've reached that point where not many people reach, and you can evolve your consciousness to a level where most people will never understand. So if you're alone, and then eventually you go through all that turmoil of being alone, you go through the dark night of the soul after a relationship's ended, etc., etc., you find your heart and you find your forgiveness in everyone, and then you're ready to love to a point where you're going to find that partner where... Sorry about that, guys. You're going to find that partner where they are going to respect you as much as you respect them, because you're at a stage where you're ready to love like many people are unable to love. That's why many people are on this journey of going in a relationship. The relationship ends, they get hurt, they go into another one, get hurt, another one. This is the cycle, and you guys have probably been through this cycle where you've gone through relationship, hurt, until you're fully alone and you find that spot in your heart where you're ready for the next level of evolution. And to get to that highest level of evolution, you have to experience loneliness in some form or another. And so many people are trying to hide from loneliness that they never ever reach that point, and they'll end up leaving this incarnation without ever learning that lesson of love that you learn from being alone. And then they'll have to come back and do it again, whatever your beliefs are. I don't know if there's an afterlife, but that's what many people believe. All I know is that it's a spiritual journey and we're all on the same ladder, and eventually we'll all get to that point. And so if you feel alone, guys, look around you. There's many people like you, and because of that, you'll always find somebody who resonates on your vibrational frequency. And if you are very alone and you find love in your heart and forgiveness for all those who've left you, then that forgiveness is there, and then you've got true love in your heart, and that true love will emanate, and the vibrational frequency will attract somebody to you who's on that same vibration, and then you'll never feel alone again. So that's it, guys. Hope that video helped you. If this video will help anybody else, please share it with them. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave your comments to help others who are reading the comments as well. And I'll see you guys on the next video very shortly. Have a nice day.